Today, we're diving deep into brand new Fortnite leaks that have surfaced, letting us know what's going to be happening leading up to the end of this season and jumping ahead into the next Fortnite season. Everything from a brand new event to map changes to even the next secret crossover collab skin that will blow your mind. If you're watching this video right now and you're excited for all of the crazy leaks and secrets and letting us know what's happening next in Fortnite, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Whilst you're down there, click subscribe. All of the latest news and information is right here. Otherwise, you may miss out. So far this season, we've been keeping an eye on the Blob Island, which has gone through many stages, wood, brick, metal, even to the future, letting us have a look at a spaceship launch and even accidentally going live early, a nuke explosion. They've been giving us lots of hints and potentially even teasers to future locations that will appear in the Fortnite world, and also the spaceship that crash landed, we rebuilt, set off again, and then thanks again to a glitch and replay mode, we know we'll return to the map yet again to grace us. But what on earth is the spaceship doing returning here? Well, just before we jump into all of the leaks, in-game files, and secrets about the next season and what's going to be happening to finish off this season, there's something else that is in the game right now that so many people have looked over, which is very, very mysterious. I've gone in-game, and I'm going to show you how you can find it as well. We're at Kevolution Energy, so go over to the cube, head over to the number 4 building, enter from the door that I'm heading over to right now, and let me know what you hear as we walk inside. What on earth is that mysterious noise? Well, if we take a few steps over here and break this floor, a secret is revealed. Keep on heading down. We'll find ourselves nothing much, but we know the noise came from this direction, and we can hear it again. Let's investigate. What on earth is this? The music seems to have stopped since I've gotten here in a weird, mysterious orange package. Do you guys recognize this stone from anything that's not necessarily Fortnite related? Let me know down below in the comments. At the moment, this is a giant secret and could tie into what's happening next in Fortnite. We're now going to jump into the leaks and see if anything ties back to what we've just looked at. So, this all started to be uncovered with the most recent Fortnite patch where in-game files are getting ready for, yet again, another end-of-season event. It's crazy to think that in just 2.5 weeks time, as long as there's no delays, no Fortnite then maybe, but currently 2.5 weeks time, we'll be moving into another season, which means in just over a week, a live event will be happening, and no doubt, judging from last season, it's going to be huge again. Hypex found files related to a high tower event. That's what the code name is within the in-game files. There is going to be a crack, and the same effect has been used back in season 5 for rifts. It's literally using the same effect. We've got more though. iFireMonkey on Twitter found more high tower event files, this one being a marking that we left on the ground and looks like some sort of mysterious rune, almost Viking-like. Let me know if you recognize this symbol or if you've seen it elsewhere, again, outside of the Fortnite world. All information when it comes to these leaks is important. Sizzy Leaks on Twitter also found that Rift beacon sounds got re-added. Just to jog your memory in case you don't remember, Rift beacons were used in Season X to basically change and warp certain areas of the map to older versions, or in a lot of cases, slightly wacky versions of the locations that used to be in that exact same spot. A lot of interesting files getting re-added and updated. Sizzy also found a load of event audio files. So much stuff is in the game already. This event is so close, it's crazy. I'll play a few of them now for you guys, just to give you an idea of the mood of the event. Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy, sounds like a lot of rumbling, maybe electrical effects, most likely rifts involved in there as well, as we've just seen from the leaks. Now, audio, although it gives us some cues and an idea of what's going to happen, it's not the biggest leak in the world, that's why I don't mind sharing it. However, if we actually go one step further, what people love to do, and we've realized that Fortnite like to do, that's why we do it, is take audio files, put it into spectrogram, and basically turn it into an image. Believe it or not, there's images hidden within an audio file. You can see iFireMonkey's attempt here. You can clearly make out a character from the spectrogram. We're actually going to be looking at a clearer version of this character. I'm going to ask you all a question watching right now though. Which character do you see when you very first look at this outline? Can't lie, Groot comes to mind, but maybe you see something else. Leave a comment down below and let me know. I'll give you one hint. What we're looking at right here actually ties into a comic book theme that we're going to be taking a look at in a second. soon, letting us know more about the secret skins that will be coming to the game potentially in the next Fortnite season. Now, just backing it up a little bit, the rifts are not a new thing from this season. All the Marauders came from a rift in the sky in what seemed to be some sort of space capsule, and obviously we've had the spaceship itself. It's very important to realize here that rifts are always going to be a really key part of Fortnite's storyline. They link all of the worlds and the times and everything that's happened in any version of the Fortnite galaxy together, allowing them to be connected. We've seen this in the past with literally future versions of the Fortnite map dropping from the sky, teasing us what's going to be happening next. Everything from old version of Fortnite maps getting teleported into the present. Rifts are essentially Fortnite's way of allowing them to do anything at any time, at any part in the world. It means that the story can constantly evolve. I mentioned in a video recently that we'll be seeing rifts again next season. That's obviously been proven and will no doubt be a part of the live event and the teasers leading up to it. They will never go anywhere. They're always going to be important. Rifts are definitely here to stay, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of them. Everything so far is fairly cryptic, but believe it or not, I don't know how these guys do it. They're crazy. Hypex has gone ahead and actually let us know where we can expect things to happen and where we should be looking. Often live events don't just happen. Things are leading up to it. We've got some teasers, we've got some map changes, and of course that's going to be happening again this season. According to his tweet, we're going to be getting cracks. This is a rift in the sky. We're going to be getting a crater, a point of interest with a literal crater. Fun fact, obviously, the last time we had a massive crater on the map was back in season 4, a whole chapter ago. And of course, we've had all of the space hints and themes from the spaceship itself, and obviously the Battle Pass skin too. High Tower is again being brought back up and seems to be the code names of everything going on here, although often the code name doesn't mean too much, just something to bear in mind. And then the dots. This is where the rune locations, remember the runes that iFireMonkey dug up? That's going to be involved here too. So let's take all of that information and put it together on a map to see what's going to be going on. So first of all, a crack is going to appear in the sky, according to these leaks, above Risky Reels, potentially hinting at the fact that Risky Reels is going to get a massive change, or maybe even the live event will go down near there. Either way, keep an eye on the sky. Any of this could happen at any moment leading up to the end of the season. The crater point of interest is going to be just south of Salty Spring, quite an open and slightly boring location part of the map. I think this is a great spot for something cool to happen. So if you're there and you hear something really, really loud and you see something flying towards you, move out the way, because potentially a giant meteor comet's about to cause a giant crater where you're standing. I do not know how this is so specific, but all of the locations of the runes are just going to be on the southern part of the Authority. These seem to be a little bit in the water, a little bit out of the water. The shape doesn't seem to be making anything, at least from what we can see in these leaks. And then that big High Tower code name is actually covering a building, believe it or not, and a lot of the mountain just under the Authority. Hypex even managed to pull in-game what the rift will look like, its exact point in the sky. It looks like a rift. We've seen these before. One thing to note is that something that hasn't been answered and will continue to be a big part of the story, no doubt, is the 7. I always bring them up. We know 3 of these characters so far. 4 of them are still to be revealed, and it's very likely that they will appear during this event or be shown more information about them and who the remaining 4 characters are moving forwards. Now, this next leak is absolutely huge. I don't know if this will have appeared in-game already at the time of this video going live. At the moment, it seems to be bugging and glitching into specifically Xbox players' accounts. No one else's for some reason. I'm not sure why. Basically, in the Battle Pass, we're going to get an update, specifically on the menu screen. As you head in there, there'll be a barrel with actually a comic book, an interactive comic book that you can actually go and take a look at. A user called Don Perry managed to actually record this in action. It clearly wasn't meant to be in the game. It's called Comic Placeholder. Has a numbers icon as if we need to maybe collect pages or collect parts of it to unlock it more and explain what's going on here. But if you are a comic book fan, as soon as you look at this, you may recognize a lot of it. We can get a better image of what's going on here. And remember, we're always trying to guess what next collaborations are going to be happening and themes of the Battle Pass. And this answers quite a lot of it, or at least we think so. So zooming in on this comic book, we can see what appears to be a lot of space-related things. We can actually get a lot more specific than that. The first thing here, which is absolutely huge, is the image on the bottom. Taken, I believe, directly from a comic book page within the Marvel series, yet again, potentially bouncing back to Marvel, is actually Thor himself. Now, I am not the most clued up on comic books, so if you are, please share your knowledge down below. But he looks to be in some sort of Super Saiyan mode. He looks absolutely giant. Above him, we appear to have have Galactus, and then in the top left, what could very well be the Rainbow Bridge. And then in the top middle, again, what looks to match up very nicely with another comic book strip from the world of Thor. Let's not forget that when Captain America was brought into this season, completely randomly, by the way, he appeared to land on the map via the Bifrost. It has some backstory linked in with Thor, can be used by some people and not by others. Essentially, it ties in with the world of Thor. We heard nothing more of it since, and now look at all of this. It's all tying suddenly back into Thor again. A quick Google of Thor and Galactus instantly brings up the Thor versus Galactus giant fight, and you'll instantly start to see images and comic book strips that will match up with what we're looking at right in front of us here. Maybe this is going to be a big battle to end the season, but I doubt that. I feel this is far more related to the start of next Fortnite season. What's interesting, it doesn't match up exactly. Is it the markings left on the floor when Captain America came on the map and the Bifrost when you use it? It doesn't match up exactly with the markings that I showed you, but they're fairly similar. They kind of link in. Maybe more hints as to something that's going to be tying the Fortnite world and the Thor world together. Now, remember when we popped all of that audio into the spectrogram? Well, what if I said we got a better image of it? Thanks to Azriel Dev, who managed to get a super clear picture. If we take a look at this now, knowing what we know from the comic book, what would you now say that this is? I mean, the head alone seems to be the big thing that gives it away. This could very well be Galactus in spectrogram form. Now, I know I just said that most likely this isn't going to be anything until next season, but I may just have to eat my words there, because if the live event spectrogram audio shows Galactus, unless it is just a teaser letting us know what's coming next, maybe we're going to be getting a giant Thor versus Galactus final battle to finish off this season. Could you imagine? That would be absolute insanity. This live event could be one giant hype build-up to Thor entering the world of Fortnite. The crater, all of the markings on the ground, the spectrogram, and Galactus. This is blowing my mind as I'm telling you guys this information. I'm going to let it all sink in for you. I've given you so much information. There's so much to explore, so much to think about. All of your knowledge and thoughts down below will no doubt be helpful. We are leading into the final few weeks, so all of this will start to unfold day by day. Things will be happening. If you see anything, do let me know. Twitter, comment section, and of course, I'll put all of it together and keep you up to date right here on the channel. Thor in Fortnite. It's a crazy thought. If you've enjoyed this video, check out more Fortnite secrets and information on screen here. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you on one of these other videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you over there. Goodbye.